I'm Corbett Wall with DB Auction, here with a 3-minute cattle market update for Friday, April the 22nd. Brought to you in part by the American Simmental Association. Discover the advantages of responsible crossbreeding with SimGenetics. Go to simmental.org. Talk about the rich packers getting richer. This week is just blatant. You look at the big crash we had on Monday with the board, with both live cattle and feeder cattle, all the nearbys, and going pretty far out. We're down the limit on both sides. Wednesday on live cattle, the June contract was down $1.30. Thursday was down another 37 cents to end the day on Thursday at 116.90. Feeder cattle, May contract on Wednesday was down 35. Thursday was up just 2 cents to end the day on Thursday at 145.45. CME cash feeder cattle index is still running a big premium to that at 152.88 and falling. Real-time index on Cattle Market Central running right ahead of that, and whenever it does settle down they'll get together, but right now real-time index is a precursor and quite a bit out in front there. It's sitting at 147.52. Very volatile corn market, which is it's scary to the cattle market, especially feeder cattle, when your corn market's just bouncing to and fro. Wednesday was up 10 cents a bushel. Thursday was down 10 cents a bushel, knocking on $4 for the new crop, and it's a little bit scary out there. We did get a nice rain in the corn belt, so that settled things down a little bit, but still it's a little bit scary there. Beans are surging. They're over $10 a bushel now, and we do use some of the products from there in most rations too, so that's something to look at. Your fat cattle, talk about these packers getting richer now. Last week their box beef cutout values were up $10 through the week there, and early in the week this week fat cattle were down $10. How does it get any better than that for the packers? Had a few sales earlier this week, like on a Tuesday at 125 in Nebraska. Last week they sold them at 135. Now they've had some dress trade, not that much lower, $7 to $8 lower dressed, and we haven't established anything by any means late Thursday here. They'll trade sometime Friday or Saturday. But I had a few sales dressed, 205 to 210, mostly 206 to 208. But we just not sure where that's going to be. You know, we could end up getting some trade maybe around 127 or something like that, but it's going to be a ton lower. Cattle on feed comes out Friday, so probably won't see any trade until after 2:30 there or something, after 2 o'clock when that comes out, but it'll be late in the day. Your on feeds are expected to be, all three phases are expected to be more than last year, which is a kind of a bearish report, but it really doesn't matter what the report is. It's just what it is compared to what they think it is, and what they think it is just over 100% on feed inventory. Placements in March are expected to be around 107, but they're going to be light no matter what they are, and so it could change just a little bit and then change the percentages quite a bit. Marketing's around 107 also. Cash feeder cattle markets, El Reno, Oklahoma, OKC West had just 3,800 head. That's the lightest sale they've had in a long time. It's just so wet through there. Nothing like down in South Texas, but they've had a lot of rain. But the feeder market was $6 to $10 lower in El Reno, just taking a lot off. And a lot of the other big sales through the country in the Midwest were at least that much lower. And calves are a lot lower too. You look at some specific quotes there. In Torrington, Wyoming, on Wednesday afternoon, just before 3 o'clock, they had 99 head of 800-pound steers, bring 152. And go back to El Reno there on a calf price, they had about the highest calves that we saw this week. Wednesday at 11 o'clock in the morning, they had 100 head of 478-pound steers, bring 192.50. And them 500-pound steers just won't bring $2 or $1,000 anymore, guys. But your actual dressed weights are a little bit lower this week, 4 pounds lighter with a 2-week delay there, and we think we're getting current, but we're just not bringing those weights down yet. And still an 880-pound average steer carcass is huge in the whole scheme of things. But that's 3 minutes, and we'll talk to you next week.